Okay, part two of Grief Brain. So if you didn't get the part one, make sure that you go back and watch that video of Grief Brain and what I was talking about to get me up to this point. So starting on part two. So my dad passed away in 2019 on my actual anniversary. Clear as day, I remember almost everything. Some of it is a blur. I was coming out of the movies. My husband had a whole day planned. It's the morning and not even, I don't think, noon yet. And, that's when we got the news. Coming full circle, I had always said since that happened that I didn't want to commemorate my anniversary by thinking about the death of my father. Not that it isn't important, but I can think of him any day, and I talk about him, and talk to him, and I just make sure I get my thoughts out and all of that. And so I just decided, I don't have to say, oh, this is the anniversary that my father died. Let me make sure that I remember that. If I remember him all the time and, good, bad, or ugly, whenever I think about him, it doesn't have to be a specific day. I'm going to remember my anniversary because that's the date that changed the rest of my life. And, my husband deserves to enjoy that date too. And so I decided, you know what, I'm not going to be sad anymore. I'm going to be, happy. And I'm just kind of going to sweep that under the rug because I'm going to think about him, on all the other days that I normally think about him. What I did not realize was happening is that I made that date something that was pretty much not important, because I was trying to sweep the death under the rug so I wouldn't have to deal with it. And by doing that, I literally forgot what day it was on because I don't want to deal with the trauma. And so just saying all that to say that grief brain is real. Sometimes you grieve in ways that you don't even realize that you're grieving, and you can't sweep it under the rug and act like it doesn't exist. It exists. It's there. You have to deal with it. And so now that I know what has happened, I have to make sure that I understand how to deal with that moving forward. And so if you've experienced anything like this before, drop a comment, let me know how you feel or how you dealt with it, or someone that maybe dealt with something like this. Thank you for listening.